There is a force in this world that cannot be measured by science, contained by logic, or silenced by doubt. It is the force that has carried men and women from the pits of despair to the peaks of destiny. It has raised the poor from obscurity and placed crowns on their heads. It has turned impossibility into inevitability. And it is the difference between the few who rise and the many who remain. That force is belief, relentless belief, not casual belief, not fragile belief that bends in the winds of adversity, but belief that burns like fire, belief that refuses to die, belief that grows stronger every time it is tested. It is a kind of belief that says, though the world laughs at me, though the doors close in my face, though failure greets me again and again, I will not bow, I will not break, I will not stop. History whispers the names of those who carried this relentless belief. They are not gods. They are not superhuman. They were men and women of flesh and blood who simply refused to surrender their conviction. Thomas Edison, who failed more than 10,000 times before the light bulb illuminated the darkness, was once asked how he endured such failure. He replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That is not stubbornness. That is belief, unshakable belief that the vision in his mind was stronger than the evidence of his eyes. Henry Ford, ridiculed for dreaming of a car for the common man, faced rejection from bankers, mockery from peers, and doubt from society. But he believed so deeply that he bent the world around his vision. He built not only cars, but an industry. He proved that when belief is relentless, the world must eventually kneel before it. Abraham Lincoln, defeated in election after election, burdened by failure and loss, could have surrendered to despair. But he believed in something higher than himself, the destiny of a united nation, and that belief carried him to the storms of defeat into the office of the presidency, where he carved his name into the eternal stone of history. Walt Disney, bankrupt and betrayed, fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination, dared to believe when no one else would. His belief built worlds of magic that outlived him, touching the hearts of millions long after he left this earth. What do these stories prove? They prove that wealth, greatness, and legacy are not reserved for the lucky or the chosen. They belong to those who possess relentless belief. The average man quits after one setback. The ordinary woman surrenders after one rejection. But the extraordinary, the rare, the ones who change the world, are those who take rejection as fuel, who turn setbacks into stepping stones, who hear the word no and answer with "watch me." Relentless belief is not blind faith. It is disciplined faith. It is training the mind to see possibility where others see limits. It is disciplining the heart to endure rejection without losing fire. It is telling yourself again and again until it becomes truth. I am capable. I am worthy. I am destined for greatness. And here's the law. The world will never believe in you until you believe in yourself. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for applause. Do not wait for validation. The crowd follows only after the pioneer has bled. The praise comes only after the victory has been won. Until then, belief is a lonely road, but it is the only road that leads to destiny. Every empire began as a thought in someone's mind. Every fortune was first a belief, invisible to all but the dreamer. Andrew Carnegie believed in building an empire of steel when he had nothing but his two hands. Oprah Winfrey believed in her voice when the world told her she would never succeed. Steve Jobs believed in beauty and simplicity when the world said computers were machines for the few. Belief carried them to the heights of greatness. So ask yourself, what is the belief you carry? Is it weak, fragile, swayed by circumstance? Or is it relentless, unshakable, immune to the storms of doubt? Because you will rise only as high as your belief allows you to climb. The doubter says, I'll believe it when I see it. The visionary says, I'll see it when I believe it. When you understand this truth, your entire world shifts. The chains of limitation begin to crack, because the reality you see outside of you is only the reflection of the belief inside of you. Believe you are powerless, and you will live powerless. Believe you are destined for greatness, and the path to greatness will reveal itself step by step. Relentless belief is the seed of wealth, the blueprint of empires, the foundation of every dream that became flesh. Without it, talent is wasted, opportunities slip away, and life is reduced to survival. With it, the impossible becomes inevitable,